If you need the water, check the beaches in the Carolinas. If you need the mountains, try the Appalachian Trail. If you need the redwood trees, gotta go to Yosemite. If you need me, 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 I'll be in Kansas City.
Welcome to Kansas City Limits. Today in the studio, we have Supermassive Black Holes. And before we find out where they're taking us and what exploration their music might provide, let's first say hello to J.E. Cornwell, the founder of Kansas City Limits and the executive producer. Hello, J.E.
Hello, Robert Bierce. That was a wonderful introduction.
Well, thank you, sir.
We are so glad to have you guys here in the studio with us. I will start right out. Didn't know much about you guys or your music till I was at Mike Kelly's West Sider, and
Mike and Kelly's.
He was working on his next month's calendar, as he always is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was fortunate to be there, and he's asked me if I knew who you guys were. No. He says, well, come down. I think you guys were playing like middle of the week kind of a show there. Tuesday, Wednesday,
yeah,
Thursday,
it might
or
have been
something.
a Thursday acoustic thing. Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I thought, okay, and I did, and it was a great show. I was only there for a set, but it was good enough that you guys got on my radar. I started this conversation with you earlier in the season, and thank you guys. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. That was the best.
Thanks
set.
for having us all.
The first set's always the best.
Yeah, it was the better set. So.
All right, so let's see who we've got here. Why don't you? We'll start down here. Introduce who you are and what you do with the band,
And where you came from.
Cool. Where I came from.
Yeah.
My name's Chad Brothers. I play electric guitar, and we all sing vocals, lead vocals at times. I live in Kansas City. I'm originally from Winfield, Kansas.
Okay.
National Flat Picking Championship Festival every year there. So.
Were you involved?
Yeah, we go back every year.
Nice.
So I've been going since I was a little kid. So that's a lot of my music background is from that world, but
Right on.
we do a completely different thing, and it's a blast. Electric rock, psychedelia.
Because we have a drummer, and I play drums, Matt Davis,
Sometimes.
and vocals.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
I'm from Lenexa, Kansas, and I also moved back to Lenexa from
On purpose.
California. Yeah, it's
Yes.
on purpose. Well, it wasn't the idea to move back to the same zip code I grew up in. It
Sure.
just worked out that way, and love it.
Right on.
I got
Welcome
to
home.
hook up with these guys. Yeah, thank you.
And my name's Alexis Barclay. I'm the bass player and vocalist. I'm from Watford in England, and yeah,
That's North England.
yeah, north of London.
You told me that, so that's the only reason. I
Yeah,
know.
anywhere north of London. Yeah,
He says that to everyone.
It's
yeah.
near a pub.
It's always near a pub.
Yes.
That's the best thing about it. And I'm always near a pub, so I brought London over here. Yeah.
Pub or a church.
Perfect.
I'm John Johnson. I live in Kansas City. I grew up in the suburbs of Detroit, and I play guitar, sing sometimes.
How long you been in Kansas City?
Oh my, I moved back here in 97, so do the math.
Long time.
You know what's cool about our program, too, is like we know everyone here is probably not on any sort of wanted list. Because you're right.
Not that I'm aware of.
No, man.
Well, I mean, they're
I'm gonna
they're
get into
taking their
questions.
chances
We're
here. I
out
don't
my
know. But
face.
this
Can
is
you
great.
blow out my face?
Oh yeah,
Witness
that's
relocation.
right.
Oh, yes. Let's edit. Let's edit.
Do that in post. Yeah,
Let's
let's
do
do that.
How did you guys all come to know each other?
Crosstown Station.
Open
Yeah.
mic night.
Yeah.
mic night.
So
Yeah.
Monday nights back in 2009.
Wow.
We started doing Crosstown Station jam sessions.
Okay.
And
It's like a full band electric jam.
yeah, nice
Okay.
big stage, and a lot of musicians kind of got into it, and a lot of bands came out of it.
Sure.
And we found a bunch of us, about 20 people.
Okay.
We were all kind of on the same level and figuring each other out, and
Yeah, it was fun because it wasn't like a blues jam. It wasn't like a jazz. It was just
a jam.
you just show up and let's go.
yeah,
Right on.
And
A lot of
we just
improvisational
gravitated
stuff.
toward each other because we had a lot of same interests. We liked a lot of the
You,
same.
you guys
artists.
had a lot of the same flow, a lot of the same feeling.
absolutely.
And you could gel with each other because you could smell that.
Oh, of course,
taste it.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I knew within like the first day I
taste.
met these guys, I was like, I want to be in a band with that guy. I want to be in a band with that. Because I mean, seriously, it's
That's
like
awesome.
they checked it all off the list. You know,
That's
it's like
cool.
such a great place to find these people. You know,
And John
Who
already
was
had the
hosting
name
that
figured
gig
yeah, right.
when you were doing that? Who was hosting the jam?
I was
No,
I was
well,
hosting the jam. I was the
It was your labor of love.
I was the jam captain.
Jam
The
captain.
jam captain.
It was that and the Jägermeister, but yeah, it was
He had a clipboard.
Clipboard,
Oh, yeah.
Jägermeister, and a special hat. You had a special hat.
What else do you
You
need?
look like a
Something
captain,
going on.
did it?
Did you walk around with your glasses down like this?
Like, tickets, please.
Tickets,
You're ready to rock, aren't you?
Yeah,
And we were just trying to jam, so we just that's how we had to
Sure.
talk to him. Because if you made friends with Alexis, then you could get up there quicker.
He was also
You
the
know.
gatekeeper.
Is
Turned
that
out
what
it
it was?
was.
Dude,
Is that the only reason I'm in the band?
you had no idea how much power you had.
Luckily,
Man, I need
it
to
worked
go-
You're
out.
the most popular guy at that jam.
Absolutely.
If I was you, I'd start another jam.
I was going to say, I should
Really?
get back into
Yeah.
that business. I like that.
I love it.
So that's cool. So you guys found each other. You came together, and so that's been a few years, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2009. Good
Yeah,
God.
we've been a band 15 years now, pretty much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
thank
Well,
you.
and
thank you.
because out of that jam, what happened was we would start picking up gigs,
Right.
and we would just kind of call each other, "Hey, do you want to come and sit in on this gig?" And Mike Kelly's West Sido, and I think it was
Speak of
June
the
of
devil, yeah.
2010.
Okay.
You know,
we had the four of us, and we got done, and we just looked at each other and said, "We should do this again. This is working way too well." And that was the rest was kind of history after that.
What year?
2010,
Yeah, I
June,
believe
June
it was
2010.
10,
yeah.
At Mike's.
At Mike Kelly's,
Nice.
yeah.
I love
Before
that.
the stage was there, but and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We were on the tile floor, and
Yeah, it was thrown together. Luckily, everybody was available, and
yeah, exactly.
There it goes.
I ended up sleeping on the tile floor, and yeah, no, it was.
it's nice and cool and comfortable.
Oh, absolutely.
Cool you down.
Not
That
just
has
one.
to-
Have
It's
any
better than
vomit or piss
carpet.
on it at all. I mean, it does it. I know.
Sweat or stale beer. Or
I've
anything.
seen Mike with the mop, and
Yeah,
That's
you
a
know what he's
damn clean
mopping
mop,
up.
and you
It's
know it.
Barclay sweat.
Yeah.
Whatever else
Get a little
came
warm.
out.
well, how long after you
no.
guys got together did it take you to feel comfortable enough with one another to think, okay, let's lay down some tracks and put an album together?
Yeah,
20 minutes. Yeah, first verse.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty quickly.
And was that this album here?
so
No,
the EP, the first one.
That's our
yeah.
most recent one. Yeah,
Oh,
we
this
we,
is.
we have
Okay.
a
it is over there though. It's a 5-song
Yeah.
EP that we did release.
What year?
that was 2012. So
Okay,
it took
so
us a
you
couple
were
of years.
together a couple
yeah,
years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it took
Okay.
us a little bit to figure out our original sound.
There was a hiatus involved between then, after that, and now.
Yep.
And we've been resurrected, and I guess we'll get into that. But
yeah,
Yeah, we kind of went for a little while where we didn't play it very much, and then we'd have a few years there where we played like just a handful of gigs every year.
a couple of festivals here and there and stuff
What,
like
what's
that.
brought you guys back together now? What's the difference?
Funding.
Before-
Funding.
Did someone get out of incarceration? What's going on here?
Well, yeah. No,
got off parole.
therapy is actually a pretty good
Therapy.
answer.
Therapy.
our rehearsals are therapy
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
For us with our lives and families and other musical endeavors that we've started. I think Chad had moved for a minute, and I had
We started families.
some other children popped out.
Yeah.
Things like
Children just popped out of the garden one day.
Yeah,
I don't know how or why, but
yeah, and
Now they're roadies.
but
Hey, listen,
So
be careful in the garden.
One thing led to another. We've gotten back together and realized I think we were all missing something, and it's been fulfilled, especially for me. I mean, I'm not going to speak for all these guys, but I mean, we've talked about it numerous times of what we mean to each other.
Right.
Like
I'm not
just getting
satisfied yet.
together,
I'm still-
rehearsing. We don't have to
I'm
play a
holding out.
note necessarily. We got to catch up. We talk about like that's the beauty of it. It's we're homies. We're super tight, first and foremost, and this is what's coming out of that. And it's
If all you guys lost your hands, you'd be humming together because you love
Yeah,
each
exactly.
other.
Most likely,
We'd be beating our,
absolutely.
you know,
talking about
Yeah, you'd be
acapella.
banging with your
I mean, I got
knees.
feet. These guys.
yeah, right.
yeah, I can't do it very well. But
We'd figure it out.
but it's true. I mean, even back then, I think we all had an understanding that. I think we even talked about it before the hiatus. We were like, if we're all alive and we're all together, the band's never going to go away. It's just, it's a matter of waiting and making sure it's organic, making sure it comes on time, and all of that kind of
You know,
stuff.
having
great.
chemistry.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having chemistry. I mean, we've had a lot of bands, and some of them aren't together anymore. But you know, you go back through like famous bands. They all start off like brothers. And then before they're done, they're all in separate touring vehicles. They don't want to be with each other. So They don't hang out.
Which I'm
Tear
not
each other's
saying
throats
that
out,
wouldn't
yeah.
happen.
Sure, later on when you guys are billionaires, you get pissed off.
It was my song.
Chemistry has to happen, and being connected. Because really, honestly, each one of you aren't playing for yourself. You're playing for each one of you.
Absolutely.
And that's where the music connects.
Right.
You know, that's where it's like, you know, giving each other space. Like, there's no ego involved here because the end result is we're all going to sound badass if we let everyone sound badass.
That's
Definitely.
Super massive badasses.
There you go. Absolutely.
We should change
the
a guy
name
that's
and
also
keep
in
on
a band, by the way.
See, merchandising, guys. We got to get in on the
I'm
merchandising.
sure.
Supermassive.
Go ahead, Robert. Hit
I
that
was just going
next
to say, so 2012 was your last thing you pedaled out to the planet recording wise?
Yeah. That's our last
So you're
recording.
due
That was-
12 years now.
So that was the first thing that we got out there.
Okay.
So just this last year, we recorded.
Oh, you did this last
a full length album.
And what is it called?
Stop Safely Now.
Stop Safely Now. And they can pick that up, Spotify and all that.
All the
Absolutely.
digitals
All
everywhere.
good
Yep.
places
On the
online.
website, SM,
You can get it.
www.
It's a beautiful day in Kansas City. Has
SMBH.com.
They have physical copies, yeah.
and we're about to put it out on vinyl this fall.
Okay. Very beautiful.
Double vinyl
Yeah.
album.
And are you guys? Is one of the songs that you're playing on the show? Is that going to be from this this new album?
Two of them will
Yeah,
actually.
two of them. Yeah, absolutely.
So, hey, let's take a listen, if you guys don't mind, to
Absolutely.
one of the new songs off your album, Smile, Then Sigh.
Looking to buy an RV? KC RVs is your one-stop shop for everything RV. We offer competitive pricing, great financing rates and terms, and the best storage options in town. KC RVs. We make purchasing an RV fast, safe, and easy.
Midwest Music Foundation supports Kansas City's vibrant music community through wellness services and healthcare grants, advancing artists' careers through educational and performance opportunities, and providing access to a growing network of industry professionals. Through Abby's Fund, musicians and music workers faced with urgent healthcare expenses can get the help they need when they need it. For more information on the resources MMF provides, visit midwestmusicfoundation.org.
Successful musicians know a strong multimedia presence is a must. Rock the stage and elevate your game with Black Moon Media. We understand the power of high-quality visuals in attracting premier venues, and we specialize in photo and video services designed to help you kick your career into high gear. Are you ready to take your band to the next level? Contact us today at 913-415-5101 or by visiting the website on your screen. Flexible payment options available.
Looking to sell your RV? Let KCRV sell it for you. We offer free storage until your unit sells. We'll advertise, showcase, finance, and best of all, we'll handle all the paperwork. KCRVs, Kansas City's RV Consignment Center.
And for those of you just joining us, welcome to Kansas City Limits. We've got in the studio Supermassive Black Holes. They're a Kansas City Midwest local band here. And we're so excited to have you guys in the studio. Thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely,
It's
thank
wonderful.
you.
So you got some original sounds going on out there. We just heard one.
Mm-hmm.
That's off your latest album that just came out.
Yes, sir.
And what was the name of that album again?
Stop Safely Now.
Stop Safely Now.
Stop
And where'd that come
Safely
from?
Now.
Does someone here not wear a seatbelt? What's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
No, we all wear
John,
seatbelts.
take us.
So
Now,
this was early. Yeah, now we do. No,
Yeah.
earlier on
Saved my life.
we played a gig it was in Manhattan,
Manhattan, yep.
Kansas,
The Cat House.
and I had I had a Ford Escape. We're driving out, and we were halfway there. It was me and
Yeah.
It was me and me.
me.
People
See,
keep
everybody
on
says you were.
Everyone keeps on forgetting.
I thought it was Chad.
Anyways,
Unbloody believable.
Okay,
But
so
yeah,
we
go
still
on.
are not
we're
sure
sober the whole time.
who the passenger was, but I swear somebody was there. And so what
Could
would
have
I
been.
do? I kept having engine trouble, and the car would lock up, and just on the dash it would say "Stop safely now," and then we'd pull over, and I couldn't do anything, and we'd wait for like about 20, 30 minutes, and then it would, I don't know,
Be
it was
fine.
fine,
Back
and
in,
then it
yeah.
would go, and then the same thing. This happened like 2 or 3 times. We finally get out there, but at one of the moments where we stopped safely now, whoever the passenger was took a because there's photographic because it took a photograph of the what it said on the dash for stop safely, and then we
I
always
love
had that picture.
That's
and,
the
and then-
title.
10
then
years later,
when
it's used.
and then however many
It's
years
always,
later, we
ever since
thought,
that happened,
no, that
we
would be
thought-
the perfect.
Yeah, we've always thought that would be the perfect
Yeah.
album title. And we went
Yeah.
through a list of names for
Oh,
the
yeah.
album when we were getting ready to
Mm.
put it all together. And
Came back to that.
that just kept coming up.
Make sure
Yeah.
that isn't copyrighted by Ford.
Right,
You
yeah,
could
yeah,
be in some
exactly.
deep shit.
There you go.
Expect a cease and desist from Ford
We
Motor
like
Company.
copyrighted that.
Let's
Yeah.
get our attorney.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But it's almost like a
That's
small,
true.
question answering block 8. Where you shake it, gives you an answer.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
If a giant dinosaur could shake your Ford up and down, and then
Yeah.
look
Right.
inside and say "Stop safely."
It's a message from
Every
Right,
beyond.
that'd be the answer.
And there's
Yeah, I
there's
dig
not a
it.
truer statement in the world as well. I mean,
Yeah.
stop safely now.
Now.
No,
And-
it's almost like a mental timeout. I'd almost like my watch just to say that at random.
Right, yeah.
Stop safely now. Fuck, you're
Breathe,
insane.
take a break,
Breathe.
Yeah.
Personal
All right,
check-in.
fellas,
I love it.
what do we got coming up in the future for the Supermassive Black Holes?
Well, one of the big ones is our vinyl release coming up in October. We're going to have a build night with a couple other bands, and that's
Cool.
when we're releasing the double vinyl.
Who's
album.
pressing that for you?
A to Z Media out
Okay.
of Brooklyn.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Is it still a lag to get that vinyl?
it's gotten a little better. At
Okay.
least with them, it's been better. I mean, I think they're able to turn it around.
They finally finished Adele's
Yeah, that was the whole thing. wasn't it?
bajillion copies. So
Yeah, now that that's out of the pipeline, they're probably good to go.
I mean, they're
We were right after Adele. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We were
supply chain
next to the
management
cat.
stuff
Well,
coming into
Because we had
Freed
talked
up
about
now.
a band and they wanted to do a release on vinyl. So they created 2 albums, one they could get off their chest right now,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other one they put in the order for the vinyl because they knew it was going to be a year from now.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then they could release it as such. So I didn't know how much
Jackie
planning went
Myers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we love
yeah.
Jackie.
Okay, so you guys, you got the album release. Is there going to be a party? You guys
Yeah,
planning a party?
Yeah,
October
he just-
18th. Yeah, at the
Where
Brick.
is it going to be?
With togas.
Yeah.
The Brick in the Crossroads.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So October 18th, I think is.
Yes,
that right?
absolutely. Yeah.
See, that'll be around Halloween.
What's that gal's
Yeah.
name at the Brick?
Sherry, she's absolutely
We love
wonderful.
her.
Sherry. I got to meet her. Yeah,
We love her food.
Yeah,
she
great
does
food,
have good
yeah.
food.
and,
yeah.
and a wonderful
So
push with music.
October 18th
Correct.
at the Brick.
Yeah.
We're still
Outstanding.
working on the bill, but we're
we'll
working
have
on a few.
we'll have
we
some
got a
fun.
few.
It's gonna be
It'll be
Good
fun.
idea.
We're gonna
How
have
long of a
time.
set will that be?
It'll be like a big power.
I'm sure we'll
set.
play the
Yeah, we'll
full
probably a little over an
album.
hour probably,
Yeah.
and then we'll get off and we're gonna be right in the middle of the lineup
Yeah.
that
and
night,
then we'll
and then we're
stop
gonna,
safely. Then
and then hang out
Yeah, then
and
we'll
celebrate.
stop safely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys aren't snooty. You like to meet your fans. You like to meet the people. So if they show up that night, they're going to meet you,
That's-
be able to buy an album,
Absolutely.
talk to you, and all that.
John will be in the bathroom, but we'll be out there.
yeah, the
I'll be
idea is
around.
to have us play in the middle, and we're gonna have a
Somewhere.
closer so we can enjoy and then hang with our
Cool.
folks. You
Do
know,
you know the other bands?
It's
Yeah.
we've got some in the works, but
Are they going to be local?
Yeah, we're gonna have
for
all
sure.
local bands.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Any of them
national
confirmed?
touring
Yeah,
acts
we
that
have
hit that place,
the
right?
first act is going to be
Yeah.
Albert. He's
Albert.
plays a trumpet with some electronic music in the
Cool.
in the background, does some looping,
yeah, we
and
just
if we're lucky, we might ask him up to
Absolutely.
sit in
nice.
and play
yeah,
with us a
there you
little bit. And then we're working on a really good headlining or a good I guess would it be headlining? If we're-
Closer, I don't
Closer,
even
yeah.
know.
Closer, there you go.
Someone
Hey,
to
don't say that out loud. You know exactly where you're headlining.
Yeah. What does it all mean anymore?
yeah.
I don't know what it
coffees
means.
for closers.
Who's managing you? Come on.
What is that? A Friday or Saturday?
I believe that's a Friday.
It's a Friday, yeah.
Friday.
It is a
Yeah.
Friday.
We're all over
somewhere.
it. Where is our manager?
You guys are in a black hole. Come back.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll
Yeah,
try
Friday.
to be there. We'll definitely want to
please
plug
be.
that for you guys. That sounds like a lot of fun.
yeah, it'll be awesome.
What else? What else is coming up for you guys?
Well, we've got the Crossroads Music Festival. That's
Tell us about that.
September 24th. It's great. It's the 20th anniversary, I believe, of that
Yep.
festival. And
It's August 24th.
August 24th.
August,
sorry,
yes,
yeah.
yes,
It's a
yes.
Saturday.
All
Yeah.
over it.
Get
yeah.
out of the black hole.
That'll be nice and cool.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Oh, of course.
Especially for Northerners like myself, it's going to be fabulous. I can't wait.
Do you sweat walking across the stage?
Yeah, I mean, I sweat sitting right here. See?
Yeah, see? I suggested to the
tricky.
last band we had, invest in sweatbands with your band name right across the front.
Oh, there you go.
And wristbands.
Yeah,
You gotta
the
have
Phil-
the
the Phil
wristbands.
Legend
You wanna
Everyone.
have
Headbands.
If you guys want to know where to get those, let me know.
John's the headband.
Yeah, I need.
Okay, so that's
Connoisseur.
August 24th.
That's
Yes,
correct.
the
sir.
Crossroads Festival.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then going into the fall, anything booked yet?
What we got?
We've got the vinyl release. We are also playing.
Oh yeah, we're doing the
in
bottleneck.
Independence, Missouri, the first Saturday car cruise. They have a music
yeah.
band
What,
there.
at the square?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Saturday, November 2nd.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
We're
That's
playing
good.
that. So
Yep.
All right.
that'll be probably a 2-set show.
Now, you had another song that's not on this album that you guys said was like a video that was kind of a jam thing you guys were really taking on in a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, and can we take a peek at that? Can we check that out right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Supermassive Black Holes and a impromptu jam song called In a Dream. Check it
Yes,
out.
sir. Let's go.
everybody. We're Supermassive Black Holes. We're going to take a short break, and we've got more music coming your way. Thank you so much.
Voted Best Live Music Venue, Knucklehead Saloon is located in the East Bottoms, deep in the heart of Kansas City. Home to 4 stages, Knuckleheads offers live entertainment 6 nights a week. For a list of upcoming shows and tickets, visit knuckleheadskc.com. Knuckleheads, where the world's greatest musicians come to play.
Midwest Music Foundation supports Kansas City's vibrant music community through wellness services and healthcare grants, advancing artists' careers through educational and performance opportunities, and providing access to a growing network of industry professionals. Through Abby's Fund, musicians and music workers faced with urgent healthcare expenses can get the help they need when they need it. For more information on the resources MMF provides, visit midwestmusicfoundation.org.
Hey, this is Randy Miller, and we've got some cool things going on at randymillerradio.com. You just never know when you come in the studio, Michael, what you're going to find.
Randy, let them have it, Randy.
randymillerradio.com is our daily podcast, and it's available all the time, 24/7, if you're brave enough to listen. Just go to randymillerradio.com and turn it up.
It's Randy Miller, 24/7. Whenever you're brave enough to listen on randymillerradio.com.
Marketing in today's world can be difficult. No other medium can reach more people more effectively than video. B4 Productions is here to help. We'll bring your ideas to life and make sure you get the most out of your investment. Commercials for regular TV broadcast, explainer web videos, or just corporate training. It's what we do. When you need a quality production without breaking the bank, you need B4 Productions.
And we've got Supermassive Black Holes in the studio. If you're just tuning in here on Kansas City Limits, that was super cool. I could see what you're saying about the kind of the continuity and the intertwining of you guys when you come up and do those improvs. It's like you guys are feeling each other and knowing where you're going with the song, and it's from playing freaking with each other for 15 years.
Chemistry.
I mean, that's another beautiful thing. It's not like reinventing the wheel or playing with some stranger. It's like you guys kind of know each other. So kudos to you guys.
Stuff. Thank you.
So the Pitch did a write-up on you guys recently.
Yes.
Tell us what that encased. What was the reason for the write-up, and where did they do that at?
Well, a lot of it was to talk about our new album that came out in October. And we talked a lot about the process that we went through to record that album. I think we talked about the cabin session that we went on.
The cabin session, yeah.
So
tell us about the cabin.
Last March 2023, we had most of our album kind of conceived and ready sort of to go, but there were a lot of like
loose ends.
Yeah, we had to work on it. So we
tidied all up,
loaded up all of our gear, music gear, recording gear. And our friend had offered us a place down on Table Rock Lake. It's this beautiful cabin with a really tall ceiling. And
cool.
So we got there and we immediately pushed all the couches out of the way into the corner and put all of our gear in the living room, set all this stuff up kind of in the round. And we just kind of woodshedded for a few days and multi-tracked it. Went way late into the evening and kind of got out there. We also did some improv stuff.
Sounds kicking
quite a bit of it. Yeah,
that was
beautiful.
That was like our pre-production for the album. That was in March, and then in April we went into the studio pretty soon after that and recorded. And we took a lot of that energy, I think, into the studio.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there was a ring halo that Saturday.
Yeah,
around the moon. Yeah,
a ring around the moon with we were like, what?
That's a good sign.
Yeah,
you captured a ring halo instead of light.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
I'll take it. It was a glorious thing. I was after the fact kind of dumbfounded that we hadn't done it sooner.
Yeah, it was like a creative retreat for us.
Like, how come we didn't lock ourselves into a room for a weekend and write? So I think we're looking forward to doing that again.
With that dude that's got the cabin.
What a
blessing that
it was
was.
nice because all distractions except for us, and it was.
I love it. That's a good.
Just for all these years, we've always been independent songwriters in our own right,
and working on things in like 2 hour, 3 hour rehearsals. But this was like 3 days in a row.
This was actually
getting really deep.
incestuously putting everything together.
Yeah,
and-
You knew what you were there for.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, working together
Intermingling.
and actually going through the songwriting process first rather than fleshing out the music on stage, which is how in the past we'd kind of written the songs while we were playing live. And this was the first time we actually sat down, recorded the songs, and then took them to the stage, which
Songs done
was
before
an
we played
interesting
them out,
difference
you
in
know.
the process.
So we had a show before the album came out where we debuted all these songs in like one night. There was like 11 new songs that we played.
It was kind of nerve-wracking, you know.
Yeah.
It
But
was,
very
it was an
cathartic
interesting-
too. You know, like,
Absolutely.
we recorded them, but
Who's the lyricist amongst you all? Is it all of you?
All
or
of us.
All of us.
Yeah. All of you?
I try and
Very
share it.
cool.
Yeah.
So
We
you
all
all got your
songwrite.
your books and your notepads, and you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I had this one.
Well, that was exactly it. I
Fill
mean,
it in.
there were certain parts in those cabin sessions where one of us would give the song to the other person, say, "Can you help me with this?
Yeah.
Do you have a
Write each other's
line?"
verses and
Beautiful.
lines.
That's
and-
great.
yeah.
That's awesome.
It's so much fun.
Ever since then, and it's for me, it's been like an ignition for creativity.
Oh, yeah.
Like ever since then, I've been. I like.
It's
changed
felt
me.
good to explore.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I can write easier now. I don't know what it was.
We
but
already
it's
have
just
enough
something
material to make another one.
unexplicable That just clicked.
It seemed to open
And ever
us
since
up.
then, I'm like, okay,
Yeah, it just kept going.
the writing process, like being okay with, a song where in the past I couldn't finish. It was never,
Yeah.
I could work on it forever.
Right.
I'm sure maybe you
Yes.
can relate, or other musicians, songwriters can relate. But
Yes.
We got a lot of
I
creative
know how to,
momentum.
it's easier for me to finish something, and be, confident in it.
Well, it's probably because you have a good platform to land on that's not going to reject you.
Exactly.
I will tell you that 99% of all musicians out there that have that song inside their head or have that feeling of whatever, and it's maybe out there, it's a little bit different. Their number one thing sometimes is being concerned whether or not it's going to be receptive or accepted.
100%, yeah.
I say screw that.
No. Yeah.
Vomit it to the planet
Right.
and release it.
Feel good here.
It needs to come out. Yeah.
It'll feel good out there.
Yes, it will. And once it's out, what are you going to do about it? The
Right.
door's open. You walk
Right.
through it. You're on the other side.
There's something
So-
else
that's
coming
exactly
right
right.
behind
I mean,
that if
that's
you let
awesome.
it. If you get that out, there's probably another song right behind it in you that needs to come through as well. So you got to open the valve.
We
up.
talk a lot about this in
Right,
our
that's basically
therapy
what
sessions before we rehearse. We talk about all of these
Well,
kinds of things.
It definitely opened, I think, all of us up. Like we're all songwriting a lot more after that retreat.
Wow.
And I think that we're working like
The next album's over. There's tons of songs unrecorded. That,
Yeah.
Let's real quick. Let's go back to the pitch article.
Absolutely.
When did that come out?
Oh, that was right around the new year, I think.
Yeah, January,
This year, right?
Yeah, okay, was it? Yeah.
January or February.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this year.
Yeah.
Okay. And who was the columnist? Who did the article?
Nick Spacek.
Okay. Yeah. Nick's good.
Nick's a great guy,
He's
yeah.
good. He's tuned into the local scene. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's
does good
wonderful.
stuff.
And
We appreciate you, Nick.
He made it really
Yeah.
easy on us and zoomed in with us while we were at a
Yeah.
rehearsal session. So it was nice,
Yeah.
and, just like this,
Nice and
easy.
comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Good. Good.
he was aware and listened. It was
Okay, just wanted to touch on a couple of things. Again, we're in the studio with Supermassive Black Holes.
Supermassive
These
Black
dudes
Holes.
can be found all over the place. They can be found on the web at smbhkc.com. That is their website. You can find their music. You can find merch on there available. Go check them out and buy some of that stuff for these guys. You'll appreciate it. Though, of course, they're all over social media, Facebook, the Supermassive Black Holes, because somebody had Supermassive Black Holes.
Always. Stealing our ideas.
There's lots of
Let's see. YouTube, you guys are SB or SMBK KC
SMBH.
or BH Music.
Yep.
And then finally we have Instagram at SMBH Band.
Yeah, a lot of different handles.
We try to make it as fluid as possible.
Okay, well,
simple as possible.
Real easy.
Things happen in a black hole that we cannot explain.
I love what you guys do on Facebook. I mean, you're independent, local. You got to get out there and promote yourselves, or nobody else will, right? So I see you guys updating that. I know that you guys keep that up. If anybody is out and about, I know you're regularly down at Mike Kelly's West Siders, right? I mean, once
Kinda
a
home
month,
base,
maybe
yeah.
once every other month.
I mean, sometimes playing, sometimes drinking.
We
hang out.
randomly run into Brothers Barclay or something, or John and I sitting in with some.
I love those guys too.
You gotta love Burger Night.
Where else? Where else in town are you guys playing?
Well, we covered it. Other than the bottleneck, we have later. Oh no, at the park.
Oh right.
Did we talk about that?
Peace
Park.
So the bottleneck up in Lawrence.
Yeah, that is
Good
in
space.
Nelson Atkins.
And it's Sundays in the park. They do a great job out there and get a lot of Kansas City bands to play together, and so that's going to be a lot of fun.
Let's touch base on Chad's guitar camp.
Oh yeah, my guitar camp.
Yeah.
Cool.
Touch base on that, and then if you guys got another one here, let's check out another song from your new album.
Cool.
Yeah, Chad's guitar camp. What's that all about?
I went to a summer camp this summer for guitar.
You went to band camp.
Band camp, basically.
Don't ask me what happened. Band camp
for
band
guitar.
camp.
For guitar, yeah, and there were some really cool guitarist
That's awesome.
instructors there that
Right.
kind of led the whole thing,
Right.
and there's like 120 people from all over the country and the world that kind of went into this
Wow.
camp.
You have to be chosen.
Yeah, there's an application.
He's one of the
process.
chosen ones.
Oh, dude. I got the inner circle on that one. You're gonna make me blush on the podcast, man. Come on, baby. Wait for after.
yeah.
Dude, that
He's
means you
turning
got some
bright
talent
red.
skills.
Yeah,
That's
I had a
great.
great
Listen,
time. I had a
man.
great time. Yeah, and it was fun. Yeah, I feel like I learned quite a bit. I don't know exactly what I learned, but there's something in there that.
Were you there to learn or there to teach?
I was there to learn, for
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Good question, because he could have.
Those guys were playing with Chad. He wasn't playing with.
We had some good jams. Yeah, there was some late night jams. It was a lot of fun.
That's great.
So yeah, I think I might go back.
Chad's band.
You ought to do
camp.
so. Let him do
Anyway,
so.
yeah. So
Let's check out another song off of Please Stop Safely.
Stop safely now.
Stop safely
You're
now.
being too polite about it.
Just-
Jesus, take the wheel.
Don't say please.
Jesus, take the wheel now. Please stop safely now.
Not asking.
This song's called Who You Are. Check it out.
Thought I would never know just who you are, as I have noticed from afar.
buy an RV? KC RVs is your one-stop shop for everything RV. We offer competitive pricing, great financing rates and terms, and the best storage options in town. KC RVs. We make purchasing an RV fast, safe, and easy.
Midwest Music Foundation supports Kansas City's vibrant music community through wellness services and healthcare grants, advancing artists' careers through educational and performance opportunities, and providing access to a growing network of industry professionals. Through Abby's Fund, musicians and music workers faced with urgent healthcare expenses can get the help they need when they need it. For more information on the resources MMF provides, visit midwestmusicfoundation.org.
Successful musicians know a strong multimedia presence is a must. Rock the stage and elevate your game with Black Moon Media. We understand the power of high-quality visuals in attracting premier venues, and we specialize in photo and video services designed to help you kick your career into high gear. Are you ready to take your band to the next level? Contact us today at 913-415-5101 or by visiting the website on your screen. Flexible payment options available.
Looking to sell your RV? Let KCRV sell it for you. We offer free storage until your unit sells. We'll advertise, showcase, finance, and best of all, we'll handle all the paperwork. KCRVs, Kansas City's RV Consignment Center.
You're listening to Kansas City Limits. We're in the studio today at SoundWorks in Blue Springs, interviewing our good friends. They become our good friends in this small amount of time, Supermassive Black Holes. You can check them around town and everywhere. Great song, guys. Who you are,
Thank you.
another original.
Thank you.
We love original music. That's what the show's about. We want to support and hold the original artists up. So you got another album maybe coming out. You're going to try to lay down the sound in the next 5 to 6 months.
I mean, roughly, we have
We've
a lot
been
of
writing
new
a
songs.
lot.
Yeah,
And-
and I don't know if we're quite at
Yeah.
like a whole album's worth.
Yeah, we might not know how the recording process is going to look like, whether it'll be a full,
Cool.
work, or it'll just be a couple.
If we're gonna pop out single after
Yeah,
single,
we're definitely gonna go.
I would do the cascading thing and then
Right.
vomit the whole son of a bitch. The problem with putting out a
Right.
whole album all at one time, if it's really kick-ass,
Yeah.
is that it's so kick-ass that no one can get through all of it.
Right.
And if your first
Right.
song's a dud, but the other songs are kick-ass, they
Makes
don't get
sense,
any
yeah.
further.
Yeah.
So throw your
Right.
throw your slickest,
that's why
most
we've been
kick-ass piece of
mulling that
lunch
around,
meat
yeah.
out there first.
There you go. I like
all
it.
right, and then
You bet.
cascade the rest of it, and then vomit.
Let us know. Let us
Throw
know when that comes
That's like-
out.
that's like me on a
We'll
Friday
get that
night.
out
Absolutely.
and
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah.
How do audio engineers feel about that?
Well,
Thumbs up.
I love it.
it's the marketing ploy of the algorithm. It
Right,
seems.
yeah.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Right, absolutely.
Well, guys, it's been great having you on the show.
Thanks so much
Thank
for
you.
coming.
So much
Yeah.
for having
Pleasure.
us.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you again, but remember, be good to yourself, be good to others, and be good to musicians. We'll see you next time on Kansas City Limits.
All right.
Amen.
Namaste.
Nice.
We want to let you know this cannot happen without other people that love music as much as you. We want to thank Kansas City RVs, voted 2023's favorite RV dealer in Kansas City by the Kansas City Star. We want to thank AMPR, Area Musicians Promotional Resource, a non-for-profit organization. We want to thank KCL Show, spotlighting local Kansas City musicians, and much more. Scores Sports Bar and Grill. Great food, ice cold drinks, and a wonderful local live music location, and it's right by the stadium. Teresa M. Deaton, American Family Insurance Agency. Insuring your dreams with Teresa M. Deaton Agency makes sense. SoundWorks Recording Studio, right here in Blue Springs for over 20 years, where this program is recorded and filmed, where Kansas City Limits Radio is recorded. Kansas City's favorite local music joint, Knuckleheads KC, voted #1 music venue in Kansas City by Kansas City's Magazine. Open Mortgage, where better is possible and owning is still better than renting. Rock and Mock Productions, providing a wide range of promotional services and entertainers for their services. Check out Rock Mock. Black Moon Media LLC, photos and videos, and Magical Souls, putting your dreams together with that. S&S Printing, a commercial printing and design company. Midwest Music Foundation, giving local musicians the care they deserve. And remember, be good to yourself, be good to others, and be good to musicians. We'll see you next time on Kansas City Limits.
Austin.
That is the one. That is one right